We're back. I'm dying. There's a fucking hand.
Back.
Raise a pledge.
Numa, yeah.
Fucking there you go. There's an old thing.
I didn't realize I can hit him with that.
Man.
Forced perspective.
My tummy is not doing good with Fritos and Red Bull.
No, you're not.
I don't feel awful. I just mean foul things are brewing, like Mordor. My brewing. The gas will build up.
Ideally, ones near the skulls would move.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think you're bleeding to death in this game.
I think I am. No, not that one.
Why don't you just stay there and push the other one?
Do any of these move?
One will go down and then the bottom. You can't pull them usually.
Yeah.
Fuck you, hand. I hate those things.
There you go. Probably the one in front of the fireball.
Yeah.
Yay.
Can you do it?
It's mainly just making sure the hand's dead.
Why don't you just use your magic stuff? It makes you not, get hit by the fireballs.
Good question.
Good point. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Like the cape or
Thank
that?
Either works.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the room? Just hearts?
Yeah,
They needed 'em.
the game knew that that beeping was awful.
Yeah, just fucking just deal with this.
Yeah, so there's the room on the left that I need a key for.
And then there's the one on the
and then
through
the
the teleportation stuff.
Yeah, then a bunch of teleportation things.
Yeah.
And teleportation was the torch being lit. I think it was down here.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Probably, because it seems arduous. Raise a pledge, darling.
Man, I know it's in my head
And
too.
then I was like, damn it.
Ow.
Why did you do it?
I was hoping to get more magic. And I forgot this room locks on you.
You have half a bar of magic. That's a full bar of magic, technically.
True.
Man,
You can't pick stuff up with your sword in this one.
does Leroy Jenkins do anything anymore?
All they usually have him do now is casts and stuff for the for WoW stuff. New WoW expansion got announced. That'll date this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks good. I'm gonna get it again. God damn it. Demon Hunter class is a thing.
Oh, really?
All the spoiler rumors were basically true. The time travel issues from the last expansion are entirely still there, though.
Oh, what?
How the fuck is Ghoul... okay. They keep doing shit it's not, there's no alternate Azeroth, because blah, blah, blah. And I'm okay, you can explain that easily, whatever. And then it's okay, you've clearly stated that the Legion that we dealt with in this expansion was the past one, because people that are dead were their younger selves in this one. Including the Legion, because Archimon was still there, so we had to deal with him. Fine and dandy, that's cool. But then Gul'dan at the end of that one gets grabbed, and then, brought to the Legion, and then they're going to use him, I guess, because that's kind of the plot point for the other one.
Yeah.
For this new one. And I'm okay, again, that's still fine. The main problem there, though, is it's why the fuck is he with the Legion from our time, not that, weird alternate one?
What do you think? What's your theory?
You know? Because I'm did the Legion... They basically, the whole expansion was crowd control bullcrap to to basically make sure that all the doubles of people were murdered or were not in it to begin with.
Really?
Which fair enough, because that kind of it's a ham-fisted way of solving a problem, but it still does solve the problem, so I don't really argue it. You know?
Weren't you upset that you said there's only 2 patches?
Yes, that was dumb. I hated that. But that's completely beside the point, other than it was just a really short expansion. But if they're gonna do one a year, they should fucking like they should actually put more, like smaller but more patches
Isn't there
into
like
it.
something like 9 expansions were like supposed to come out?
Yeah,
still?
yeah. Well, their whole thing was they've been trying since Burning Crusade to get one a year, but then that one a year thing kind of became like one every 2 years, but they were decently sized.
Yeah.
And now it's like they're trying to basically make really small expansions, and I'm like, those are really small though. Like even people are like, a whole year of just 2 patches? That's stupid. Like that's not enough, man. Like, you know, like get us like fucking don't make as grand like don't make as grand patches. Release a patch a month, but make it like something really short, you know?
Yeah.
Give us little bite-sized nibbles of something.
Like
I pay a monthly fee to get new stuff often. That's the point of it. So it's like if you're gonna do that kind of model, which is fine, can we at least kind of keep getting a new flavor every month or something? I don't care if it's like a small little taste. Just give me something new every month.
Have you seen the old Republic thing they released?
Meh.
Of like the actual game, like a trailer, but it's the gameplay trailer
Oh, yeah?
of the new expansion.
Oh, no,
And
I
they show like they show whatever character you may be, but it's you with all the heroes from the Revan expansion, and you're actually talking to the father figure from the cinematic trailer.
Oh, like the Emperor?
Yeah, because it shows. Well, no, he's not like that.
Well, whatever he is.
Because he's like from beyond that. Like he's not beyond. From what I can assume, he's not beyond the Outer Rim. He's from like that, like a different area. But like he's basically like your people's like, look, because apparently the war's done.
Well,
With like at that
Yeah.
point, because like he's like, join me. Like why? Like both sides are fucked up. Like
yeah.
he's like, I'm the head. Yeah, because it showed him and his son. You deal with him rather than his son in it. So my theory of that is that actually you're gonna work with his son that's like turning evil to actually probably kill him.
Probably.
Because then the son will probably go into power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But no, like, because this expansion basically is like, okay, Gul'dan's back from the old expansion in like WoW, and then it's like he's getting Illidan out of a crystal. And then I'm like, okay, well, this expansion will explain how someone that died in, like, the second expansion is in a crystal and alive again. Like the expansion will explain that, so I'm okay with that. But it's
was
like...
Illidan actually that important?
Well, he will be in this one, apparently. But, like, because the new hero class is a Demon Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah. But, the thing that I don't like now is that it's like, okay, so, like, they'll explain how Illidan's back in the expansion. It'll probably be terrible, but, you know, whatever, we can dream. But then it's like, why is Gul'dan working with the Burning Legion from our existence? Yeah. Because wasn't he grabbed by the one from their existence? Like, they're 2 separate entities. Like, if they're trying to tell us that it's all one universe now, and they just kind of have an alternate reality, one that got tied into ours, which does work, but it's like, why did they utilize the alternate realities Burning Legion, where people were alive, and then now it's the different one? Like, now it's back to the old one.
It's weird, like Marvel.
Yeah,
like,
no, like they that's not how time travel and alternate dimensions work.
No.
When, like, the whole point is basically that one, you've tied the universes together, I understand that, but it's like, why is this extra dimensional force back in time have this guy back, and then we killed him again? Because it wasn't like a revenge thing from him as far as I know, because he wouldn't have known we killed him the first time.
You know what it is?
Bad writing?
Magic.
Like, essentially? like that's the worst part? Like, yes, sort of.
The write-off for anything. Magic.
Yeah, it's just, it was so ham-handed writing.
I'm sorry, because that's like a game you're like actually passionate
I really,
about.
like, that's the thing. It's
you
like,
got the books too for it.
oh,
so.
no, entirely. That's kind of why I'm like, man, because they always do a book before an expansion, so I'm like, sick, we're going to get a book. Plus, we're getting a book for the movie, so that's even better. But, like...
Is the movie canon? Like,
it's its own, it's a cinematic universe.
Okay.
They're doing...
Arrows.
Big key, nice. Yeah, because they're doing the
no, they're doing like the
universe
Star
thing.
Wars thing, like where the book is in the movie timeline, but it's not in the movie. Like, you know what Disney
the
did?
movie and the book.
Or is it the movie
The book,
book?
movie, and the book, like the movie book and then the movie are just their own reality. It's
Okay.
all just like the cinematic.
But is the book
universe.
coming out the book of the movie, or is it
No.
like
It's
a
like
different
it's a
story
book
in the
leading into the
cinematic
movie.
universe?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I was
that's how they
wondering.
do that for those type of for Blizzard games. It's always the build up basically for the next expansion.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm really
that-
hoping the book, like that's the only thing that can bridge this gap now, which sucks for anyone who doesn't read the fucking books, because that's like the worst. Is like. That's what's gonna fix it. Is like the book. The book will explain how. Because if Gul'dan says he's been trapped with the Burning Legion for 35 years, perfect. It just means he was with the Burning Legion. We killed the guy, and then like 35 years later, he's back now, sort of, because he's older.
So I've got the red thing, but I still don't have the other key. Oh, but I found the big.
Found the boss key. You just beat the level.
Yeah.
I feel like there was probably a key in that door, and you just can't get in there now.
What door?
Like the key door, there was another key in it.
Oh yeah. Like one of those like weird things. Where was the?
But
Why did
yeah,
that be the
'cause
room that had the map in it?
Well, because there's also because you don't have the map either. Because there's that other room where you can go left, like on the first floor.
Oh yeah, the top
Like
thing.
you
Yeah.
have to get there because you've been to the room, but you didn't go left there somehow.
Yeah, and it doesn't connect anywhere else. So I'm curious how.
Well, because you would have wound up teleporting there, but I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to remember where the teleporting stuff was.
I don't know.
But yeah, because the Star Wars.
Yeah, because you've got
Cinematic
everything with the
Universe
map, but who cares?
Did that? Because like their book after Episode 6 is called like Path to Force Awakens or Road to. Because I'm pretty sure that book's just going to be a current. Like
Yeah,
it's going to be a novel, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's an archive of things that
Yeah,
happened.
because the only time they did that for Warcraft was the books for Warcraft 2.
Really?
They actually just did Beyond Tides of Darkness and Beyond the Dark Portal as a book, because it tied in the Draenei and everything into it.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. It's like, yes, the Alliance actually have seen Draenei. They got wiped on that planet, but there was still the one Guardian guy that was in the...
Was that the guy in the trailer that you see in WoW that had like,
No,
the
it
big
wasn't him.
hammer?
But yeah, like that guy was... There was an Arcandoon guy, and then they met him, and he helped them. And basically, they got the Army of the Dead from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's... Yeah, they wound up doing that. Because that was pretty cool. No, they did stuff this expansion.
Is the
that just,
Scourge
like,
still a thing in WoW?
like yes, because it always will. It's kind of how that works. The way the Lich King was created by the Legion, there always will be one. That's kind of the major problem. It's the Zerg problem from StarCraft.
How they're just like.
Well,
there.
because like when the Overmind was killed, the Zerg went nuts and just started wiping everything. What are you doing? I don't know.
Wait,
But,
so
like,
go on.
Yeah, the Overmind died, so then the Zerg needed their hive kind of mind thing to run it. Because the Scourge is kind of the same way. It needs the overarching like Overlord to kind of run it. But then if you kill the Overlord, the Undead will just kind of run amok, you know? Just kind of wipe stuff because it can.
So what's the Forsaken's view on the Scourge?
Well, the Forsaken are free from that, like free from needing a hive mind, essentially. So they're just kind of individuals as it is.
Or what's their
They would
leader
rather
doing?
the Scourge either die off or join them.
And what's their leader doing?
Well, she found a way to make new them, so that's already a thing.
Oh
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, because they have not touched on that in like 2 expansions. They're finally touching on crap everyone else has been asking about for other crap, but it's like that's a storyline they kind of brought in where you're like, uh-oh. Yeah, they're kind of like, I don't know. Like, WoW's is a huge storyline. It's just they're getting so overarching with stories, and then they're trying to solve like fucking like 4 of them. There's the room. I'm assuming you
yeah.
went,
Because I had to get somewhere to that top
because
spot.
which way did you go last time?
Well, it's because like when I get to this room,
Yeah,
I
but have you
didn't do
gone-
this.
have-
I didn't do. I went right, so I was in the
Okay,
right
yeah,
path,
that's what
not
I'm
this
saying.
path.
Have you gone the other way?
Yeah, so now I'm on the side
Yeah,
with the
but
wall.
Yeah, they're trying to, because now, like, they're finally now bringing Ilaria and Terralion in. Remember we talked about that? There were 2 guys that kind of were gone and then didn't show up, and now, like, we never heard from them again?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they're coming back in this one.
Oh.
Why and how? I don't fucking know. Maybe they went through a portal? This one's dealing with a lot of, like, the actual Legion gates, though, so maybe they ran into one of those. And now they're just kind of like, we found them. Because this one's doing the sick thing where it's doing the really sick thing where like all the kind of organizations in the Warcraft universe kind of disbanded it.
Yeah.
Sort of. So like, I mean, in terms of like druids and shaman, they were always kind of there. Like they were always their own jam. But like now they're like the Silver Hand, which was a paladin one, was disbanded forever ago. So instead of garrisons this time around, they're doing a thing where it's a class-based kind of base of operations. So like literally when you walk into that base camp, there'll be other players, but they'll only be your class.
Oh.
Yeah. So there'll be like a shit ton of paladin player characters all over.
What mode? Did you try bombs on the floor there?
No, they're just buttons.
Those were buttons, and I activated the top
You
thing.
found it.
Anyways,
That's all it was.
next time,
Boss.
boss.
And then final boss.
Yeah.